The morning light slips gently through the curtains. A soft tune hums in the background, calm and slow. You take a deep breath and feel the cool air fill your chest. Each inhale feels like a quiet reminder to begin again. Today we move with kindness, not with hurry or pressure. This is your moment to reconnect with your body's rhythm, to thank it for every step, every lift, every small victory. Sometimes our joints whisper before they shout. A little stiffness here, a gentle ache there. They are not warnings, but invitations to care. To stretch, to breathe, to give your body what it needs. A full body stretch is not just for movement. It is for freedom, for balance, for peace of mind. No matter your age, the body still remembers grace. It remembers the way it once flowed with ease. And with gentle practice, it can remember again. So today, let's begin softly, with patience and heart. You don't need strength, you only need presence. Let the music guide you. Let your breath be your rhythm. This is your time to move, to feel, to simply be. Margaret wakes to the sound of birds outside her window. The air is cool, carrying the scent of rain and morning light. She sits on the edge of her bed, her hands resting on her knees. Her fingers trace the faint lines on her skin, soft yet strong. Each wrinkle feels like a story written in time. She smiles quietly, remembering the garden she once tended. Roses, tulips, and lavender still bloom in her memory. But lately, her shoulders have grown tight, her knees a bit slow. Reaching for her teacup feels different now, heavier somehow. Still, she does not see it as loss. She sees it as her body asking for attention, not pity. She breathes in deeply, letting her chest rise and fall with ease. Movement, she thinks, is not about being fast. It's about staying connected to the rhythm of life itself. She stands up slowly, steadying herself with the edge of the bed. The floor is cool beneath her feet, grounding her to the present. She begins with a small roll of her shoulders. A circle, gentle and smooth, like the ripples in her morning tea. Then another, a little wider this time. Her joints respond almost gratefully. The stiffness begins to soften, just a little. Each movement is a whisper of renewal. She remembers her doctor's words, "Keep moving, Margaret. Your body is wiser than you think." She believed him, but now she understands what he meant. It isn't about the stretch itself. It's about listening, about the quiet conversation between breath and bone. She closes her eyes and lets her neck tilt to one side. A soft release, a sigh that feels like peace. Her arms lift gently, palms facing the ceiling. It feels like she's greeting the day, saying hello to her body again. The morning light paints her hands gold. In that light she feels ageless. Each breath deepens, each exhale softens her edges. There is no rush, no finish line. Only the slow, kind motion of awareness. She moves her wrists in circles, feeling the rhythm return. Then her elbows, her spine, each part waking from sleep. The body, she thinks, is not a machine to fix. It is a garden to tend, with patience and love. Every stretch plants a seed of energy inside her. Every breath waters it gently. She remembers the days when she lifted heavy pots in her garden. The weight of soil, the scent of wet earth, the warmth of sunlight. Her body may move differently now, but its strength remains. It's a quiet strength, subtle but steady. She finishes her stretch with one long inhale. Then she lets it go slowly, like releasing the past. She stands taller now, her spine aligned, her heart open. The morning feels wider, brighter, kinder. She whispers to herself, "I am still here, I am still moving." Outside, the birds continue their song, unchanged, eternal. And inside, Margaret joins them, her own melody of motion and grace. The day has just begun, and so has she. The sun climbs higher now, painting soft gold across Margaret's room. She opens the window, and the morning breeze greets her skin. It carries the scent of fresh leaves and distant coffee. She smiles, feeling awake in both body and mind. Her chair waits by the window, her quiet place for movement. She lowers herself slowly, her hands resting on her thighs. The wood beneath her feels cool, steady, and safe. "Let's wake up the shoulders first," she whispers to herself. Her breath steadies, slow and even. She rolls her shoulders backward in wide, gentle circles. The sound of movement hums quietly inside her joints. Each roll feels like a small door opening after a long night. Then forward, smooth, soft, patient. She lifts her arms, reaching toward the ceiling. Her fingers spread wide, touching invisible light. The stretch travels from her wrists down to her ribs. She feels the pull, not pain, but awakening. Her shoulders loosen, her neck lengthens. "Breathe in through the nose," she says softly, "and out through the mouth slowly." Her chest rises like a tide, then falls into calm water. Every breath feels like a message of kindness. She tilts her head to one side, ear to shoulder. The stretch hums quietly along her neck. She switches sides, balanced and controlled. Her mind drifts to mornings long ago. The ones when she used to lift her grandchildren from their cribs. Those same shoulders that once carried tiny bodies now carry time. But they still move. They still hold her steady. She brings her hands together in front of her heart. Her palms press lightly, connecting her left and right sides. Then she opens them, spreading her arms wide like wings. The light catches her fingertips, warm and golden. For a moment she imagines herself outside, arms open to the wind. Freedom feels like this, she thinks, quiet and full of air. Her breath deepens again, calm but certain. The stiffness she felt upon waking begins to fade. It melts slowly, replaced by ease and rhythm. Margaret lowers her arms, rolling them once more. Her muscles sigh, her body thanks her silently. She moves her wrists in small circles, graceful and soft. Her fingers open and close, like petals after rain. She can feel the warmth spreading from her shoulders to her hands. This warmth is life, simple and whole. She rests her palms on her knees again. Her heart beats in time with the sound of birds outside. For the first time in days, she feels light. Not young, not old, just present. She smiles at that thought, her eyes bright with calm. Movement, she thinks, is just another way of saying thank you. Her breath slows as she gazes out the window once more. The sky seems whiter now, the air softer. She whispers gently, "I'm ready for today." Her body, once quiet, now hums with gentle energy. The morning stretches onward, and Margaret feels herself stretch with it. By midday, sunlight dances across the kitchen floor. Margaret pours herself a glass of water, clear and cool. The day has settled into a quiet rhythm, soft and steady. She feels the familiar heaviness in her lower back. Too much sitting, she thinks, too much stillness. Her chair creaks gently as she sits again, this time with purpose. She straightens her spine, her feet planted firmly on the ground. Her hands rest lightly on her knees, palms open to the air. She inhales, drawing her shoulders back, lifting her heart. The air feels warm now, filling every corner of her chest. As she exhales, her spine softens, curling just a little. The movement is slow, smooth, forgiving. She repeats it, inhale, lengthen, exhale, relax. Each round feels deeper, more alive. Her back begins to loosen, her body remembering its shape. She imagines her spine as a tall tree, roots deep, branches wide. Every breath sends energy up the trunk, out to the leaves. She twists gently to her right, holding the side of the chair. Her chest turns, her gaze follows the movement. It's not far, just enough to feel the stretch along her ribs. She pauses there, breathing into the twist. The muscles along her back awaken, slow and warm. Then she returns to center, steady and calm. She repeats on the left, the same patience, the same breath. The air moves through her like quiet music. Her mind grows still, her thoughts as light as dust in sunlight. She leans forward slightly, her hands sliding to her shins. The stretch runs along her back, from neck to tailbone. It's a wave, gentle but deep, washing away the stiffness. Her eyes close, and she breathes into the motion. She feels her lungs expand, her ribs lift, her heart open. For a moment, she imagines standing in her garden again, bending to touch the soil, breathing in the scent of earth. That memory brings a small smile to her lips. Movement connects her to the life she loves. Even seated, she feels her strength returning. She lifts herself back up, slow and graceful. Her spine feels taller now, her posture easy and proud. The tension in her back has softened into warmth. Her breath flows freely, her chest light. She places one hand on her belly, the other on her heart. Both rise and fall together in quiet harmony. The connection feels tender, grounding, whole. Her body, once tense, now hums with quiet strength. She whispers to herself, "I am steady, I am strong." Her words settle deep inside, like roots beneath the surface. Outside, the sun continues its climb, steady and sure. Margaret looks toward the light, grateful for the stillness and motion alike. Her back, her breath, her balance, all working together again. She smiles softly, feeling calm and alive. In this moment, every part of her feels awake. The afternoon sun hangs low, soft and golden through the window. Margaret moves to the living room, her favorite rug beneath her feet. The air feels still, warm, carrying the faint scent of jasmine tea. Her legs feel heavy, but she smiles. She knows what comes next. It's time to wake up her hips, her knees, her steady foundation. She stands tall, one hand resting on the back of a chair. Her toes spread across the rug, finding balance and comfort. She begins with small ankle circles, slow and gentle. Each turn feels like a quiet reminder of all the miles they've walked. Her feet, once busy in the garden, still remember the rhythm of care. She switches directions, the movement smooth and steady. The bones, the tendons, the muscles all moving as one. She lifts her heels slightly, then lowers them with control. Up and down, rise and fall, like waves at the edge of shore. Her calves awaken, strong yet calm. She breathes deeply, the air filling her from toes to crown. Next, she bends one knee, lifting her foot behind her gently. Her balance wavers, but her hand steadies her against the chair. She laughs softly. Balance, like life, needs patience. She holds the stretch, feeling her thigh open, her muscles lengthen. Then she switches legs, the other side responding with quiet grace. The movement feels familiar, grounding, real. Her hips, once tight, begin to sway with small, slow circles. She draws invisible circles in the air with her hips, easy and light. The tension melts like ice in sunlight. She can almost hear her body sigh with relief. Her breath moves in rhythm, inhale, exhale, flow. The floor supports her like the earth beneath her garden once did. She bends her knees gently, lowering herself just a little. Her thighs engage, steady and strong, her heels pressing down. The motion feels alive, filled with warmth. "Not too much," she whispers, smiling, "just enough to feel." She straightens again, slow and proud. Her knees no longer ache as they did this morning. The simple act of movement feels like freedom. She steps side to side now, small motions, easy and natural. Her hips sway, her weight shifting softly with each move. The air hums with her quiet rhythm, like a song without words. She feels her heart beating in time with her steps. Balance returns, not forced but found. She lowers herself back into the chair, her breath steady. Her legs buzz with gentle energy, a warmth that spreads upward. She rubs her knees lightly, grateful for their strength and patience. Her body feels open, her spirit lighter. Margaret closes her eyes, breathing in the peace of the moment. Every part of her feels supported by breath, by floor, by faith. She whispers, "These legs have carried me far." And they still do, one slow, beautiful step at a time. Outside, a breeze stirs the leaves, echoing her quiet motion. She sits taller, smiling, ready for the rest of her day. Evening begins to settle, soft and quiet around the house. The light outside turns honey gold, gentle against the curtains. Margaret moves to her favorite corner, by the window once more. She breathes in, slow and deep, feeling calm spread through her chest. This is her time to unwind, to let her body thank the day. She stands tall, her feet steady, her palms open beside her. The world outside hums faintly, a bird, a passing breeze. Inside, only her breath speaks, rising and falling in rhythm. She lifts her arms overhead, fingers reaching for the fatting sky. Her spine lengthens, each vertebra finding space to breathe. Then she lowers her arms wide, slow as drifting feathers. Her shoulders relax, her chest softens, her heart open. She bends gently to one side, letting her ribs stretch like ribbons. The pull is tender, like sunlight stretching across water. She switches sides, balance flowing from one hip to the other. Her breath keeps her steady. Inhale, reach, exhale, release. The motion feels like ocean waves, quiet and endless. She circles her arms now, sweeping through the air in calm arcs. Each motion gathers the warmth of the day and releases the rest. Her body feels fluid, graceful in its own unhurried tempo. She moves forward, folding slightly from the waist. Her hands rest on her thighs, supporting her gentle descent. The stretch glides down her back, smooth and deep. Her neck relaxes, her eyes close, her mind drifts into stillness. She feels the pulse of her heart in her fingertips. The world grows softer, slower, kinder. As she rises again, she feels lighter, almost weightless. Her knees bend slightly, her arms flow upward like wings. She exhales and lets everything go, worry, fatigue, the noise of the day. Her body hums with quiet gratitude. Movement and breath become one steady song. Margaret places her hands over her heart, smiling to herself. Her body feels alive, her spirit grounded in calm. The simple act of stretching has turned into something sacred. It is not exercise anymore, it is conversation. A gentle dialogue between soul and skin. She sways softly to the side, then to the other. Each shift feels like a whisper, a note of peace. Her feet root deeper into the floor, steady and warm. She feels energy rise from the ground through her legs. Her spine tall, her chin lifted, her breath smooth as silk. Outside, the sky deepens into shades of rose and blue. Margaret watches, her eyes bright with quiet wonder. She thinks of how each day begins and ends in movement. How her body, even with age, still answers to care. She takes one final inhale, slow and deep, filling her lungs with evening air. Then she exhales, letting it all drift away like a sigh. Her shoulders drop, her smile remains. This is peace, she thinks. Not found but made one breath, one stretch at a time. The light fades completely now, and her body glows in its stillness. She whispers softly, "Thank you," to herself and to the day. Night arrives slowly, carrying calm through the open window. The sky is deep blue now, quiet and endless. Margaret sits by the lamp, its golden light soft on her skin. Her breathing is steady, her movements slower, gentler. The day has stretched her body and quieted her mind. Now it's time to listen inward, to the stillness within. She closes her eyes and feels the echo of motion in her limbs. Her shoulders hum faintly, her legs warm from the afternoon flow. Each muscle holds a memory of care. Each breath feels like a soft thank you, whispered in return. She places her hands on her lap, palms open to receive calm. The air feels cool, brushing against her fingertips. Her thoughts drift back through the day, the morning stretch, the midday twist, the quiet balance of afternoon. Every moment was a small gift, wrapped in breath and patience. She realizes movement has become her prayer. Not something to finish, but something to feel. Her body is not asking for more, only for awareness. She rolls her neck gently, once to each side. The motion is small but filled with grace. Her back rests against the chair, long and light. The weight of the world seems softer tonight. She inhales, imagining light traveling through her spine. From the base to the crown, glowing softly like morning sun. She exhales, releasing everything heavy and old. Her chest feels open, her body at peace with itself. She whispers quietly, "I'm still learning to listen." It feels true, each stretch has been a conversation, not a chore. She moves her ankles one last time, slow circles in the quiet air. Her toes flex and point, finding rhythm in stillness. Even the smallest motion feels alive, meaningful. She tilts her head back, opening her throat, breathing deeper. The sound of night hums outside, a cricket, a soft wind. Everything moves in harmony, even in silence. She smiles at the thought that nature stretches too. Trees sway, rivers bend, clouds drift, always in motion, always calm. Her body is part of that same rhythm, the same pulse that flows through roots and stars. She opens her eyes, gazing into the dim light of her room. The world seems slower, kinder, whole. She lifts her arms one final time, fingers tracing invisible air. Then lowers them gently, palms returning to rest. This is the final stretch, the full circle of her day. Her heart beats steady, quiet, certain. There's no rush, no finish line, just peace. She whispers to herself, "I am here, I am enough." Her voice is soft but full of strength. The words linger in the air, blending with the rhythm of breath. Margaret smiles, her eyes heavy but calm. The stretch is complete, but the feeling remains. A stillness that breathes, a body that remembers. Outside, the stars shimmer faintly in the dark. Inside, her heart glows with the same quiet light. And in that silence, she finds what she has been reaching for all along. Not youth, not speed, but gentle, lasting grace. The night has fully arrived, soft and still around her home. Margaret sits quietly, her breath deep and unhurried. The air feels cool, the world peaceful, the day complete. Her body hums with gentle warmth, calm from crown to toes. Every stretch has become a story of care and gratitude. She feels lighter, taller, more alive in her own rhythm. The aches that once spoke loudly now rest in silence. She knows this peace was not given, it was earned, breath by breath. She closes her eyes, her hands resting gently on her heart. The beat is slow, steady, strong, her life's quiet song. She whispers softly, "Thank you, body, thank you for today." The words melt into the room, into the calm of night. Tomorrow will bring new movement, new breath, new grace. But for now, this stillness is enough. Outside, the stars blink gently, as if nodding in return. Margaret smiles, her soul wrapped in soft contentment. Her journey continues, one stretch, one breath, one kind moment at a time. She exhales slowly, the sound tender as sleep. And in that breath, the day ends peaceful, whole, and free.